As we all know, we had the very sad closure of the legendary developers Lionhead, as well as, of course, the cancellation of the very close to completion Fable Legends. But it seems Fable still lives, as a new game set in the Fable universe is now being developed over at Flaming Fowl Studios, who are an indie team composed of former Lionhead Studios developers. Now, they revealed this in an interview with IGN, in which they announced the project, Fable Fortune, and said that it will be open for crowdfunding tomorrow, so May the 31st, before launching at the end of 2017. So, I'm sure you're wondering, well, what type of game is Fable Fortune? Well, it is a collectible card game in a similar vein to Hearthstone, but will actually feature RPG game-style quests. Basically, it will draw quite a few things from the older Fable games, including the characters and settings, and how you have to make decisions that could turn your hero to the good or evil side. The team will be offering both online co-op and the ability to level up cards, and they are also considering adding a campaign, as well as more PvP modes as well. They have, of course, licensed the Fable IP from Microsoft, who of course still own the series after closing down Lionhead back in April. As I mentioned just a couple of moments ago, a Kickstarter campaign will be launching tomorrow, May 31st at 10 AM ET, and the goal from Flaming Fowl will be 250,000 British pounds, about $365,900 to fund the game, which will be coming out on both PC and Xbox One, and a closed beta period will begin after the crowdfunding period closes, as well as an open beta scheduled for later on this year. And for those of you wondering, yes, it will be free to play. And I suggest you check out the IGN interview or article, I would rather say, as there are a few screenshots as well as a few other things about the game which give you an idea as to how it's going to look and that sort of thing, and a little bit of a preview at the art, if you will. I will close, however, with a comment from someone over at Flaming Fowl. It's going to be Craig Oman, and he had this to say about the new project, quote, "I think this is something that Fable fans are going to enjoy. We're definitely very keen to keep giving them new and interesting things. We have the ability to add new creatures and characters to this game and the world of Albion. I think we can certainly give them that Fable fix that they'll be looking for." So, this is probably not the Fable game that we all had in mind, but it still sounds pretty interesting, and looking at the screenshots, even though there are not very many of them, it still looks promising and does seem to have a very cool art style, which I definitely appreciate. So, even though this isn't Fable 4, which is probably what most fans want, it is still a continuation of Fable, and basically means that the Fable IP isn't quite dead, it's just a bit battered and bruised, shall we say. So I'd love to hear some thoughts and opinions from you guys. I'm interested myself, as I do enjoy Hearthstone, I do enjoy this style of game, so I'm curious to see what actually happens out of this, and whether or not it has a good, is a good game. And of course, if it has a fair business model, that is of course very key for a game like this. Of course, when it's challenging Hearthstone, which it undoubtedly will be in some way, yeah, you're gonna need to make sure you got everything on point. So it's gonna be interesting, to say the least, but I'd love to hear some thoughts from you. Thank you very much for watching. As always, do remember to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It is very much appreciated and helps out a great deal, and I'll see you next time.